마이크 치 디렉터님을 큰 박수와 함께 연단으로 모시겠습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Mike Chi.
Hello, good afternoon, Seoul. This is my countless time been to Seoul, and the weather is so nice. I heard it's the hottest ever summer in Korea. So I wish you all enjoy the nice and cold temperature here and don't fall asleep. So I'm also short. I was thinking to get on the box as well, but I think I'm too heavy, so I'm just gonna stand here that the monitor cut half of my face. So today I'm going to talk about the topic is unleash your reality, which means how can you be a lot more immersive with higher resolution of the image and also without a wire that strangle on your neck. So my name is Mike, and I'm heading the APAC region of VR business, and you might see me coming out from nowhere, but come to Korea quite a lot to introduce our product. So I heard the first few presentations. It's all a lot product and a lot more like sales-based, sort of. I don't want to disappoint you, but I also have a lot product to show you. So let's move on to the next slide. So earlier this year, we have announced the Vive, which is a better Vive Pro, which is the better version and high-class, best performance VR headsets in the market. Let me quick refresh your memory with a video clips that we've made.
One day had the courage to be king. Yeah, time flew when I grew up. Now I'm ready for the promise that it brings. Only wanted me to move up, but it's something that you're never gonna see. And everything that you hope for, yeah, it was only in a dream. Time and time again, I wake up and enemies might attack. All that matters, my opinion, is that the dynasty lasts. So be careful how you talk to me, 'cause there's only one king, and there's only one crown. There ain't enough room for us both on the throne. It's about to go down. So you better start running. So you better start running. So you better start running. 'Cause I'm coming right now. 'Cause I'm coming right now. I'm coming right now.
So by looking at these video clips, you might think, yes, Vive Pro is just another better device for VR gaming. That's not true. And today I'm going to show you how the Vive Pro and wireless adapter can bring your business or your corporation or your work to the next level. So after we released the first Vive a couple years ago, we keep hearing from our users keep telling us that resolution is really important to them. And then they would like to purchase the next generation VR device with a higher resolution. So we're coming out with Vive Pro, which is about 89% of the VR owners and enthusiasts says what they want. The Vive Pro has got a 78% of increase in the resolution, which brings the first generation Vive, which is 2K resolution, to somewhere near 3K. So what does that mean when it comes to 3K? This is how much that you're getting from what you're seeing. And when this kind of image, the size of the image condensed into the HND monitors, that reflect to the PPI, which is the density of the pixel. So all the way we improve from 448 to 615. So imagine how much detail you can read from your VR headsets. In the 448 PPI, it's very difficult to read the text. So we always hear from the industry that, hey, I'm not able to read my instructions. Hey, I'm not able to read the text. For example, if there's an air pilot training, what they are doing is they have to follow the instructions. They have to be able to read the detail on the monitor, especially text. So with the Vive Pro, you actually can read all this detail under the 615 ppi. So we believe the density of the pixel, it matters to business. Also the sound, we do offer the high fidelity and also 3D sound interaction mode to our developers. So you can actually very easily to integrate the SDK and then make the sound 3D. So if somebody's shooting you from a game, you know where the bullet came from. Most importantly, in the Vive Pro, we do support the Vive Pro Steam VR tracking, which is backward compatible with the 1.0 tracking and Base Station 2.0. In other words, you are able to link multiple base stations to create your tracking area up to 10 meters times 10 meters. So what does 10 meters means to you or to your business? I see there are a lot of Air Force folks over here, so we did some experiments with BMW earlier, and what we have to do with the first generation Vive is after we create a showroom experience where you can see the cars, when you want to walk around the car, you actually have to teleport, and you teleport, and you teleport. And you just keep teleporting. And it's just taking you away from the immersive reality. So a 10 meters times 10 meters of tracking area means 4 of BMW 7 Series. You can fit 4 cars into the 10 meters tracking area, and you don't have to teleport. Which means to the designer, you can put cars side by side. You can put Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Porsche into the same showroom, and then you look at the design compared to their design. What's the difference? What's the size relatively in the same showroom? To the Air Force folks, you can fit 2 jumbo 777 jet engines into there. How many of your trainees or newcomers that you actually allow them to touch a real jet engine in your mechanic room? None, because one of this engine can cost you millions of dollars even it's used. So the best way is allow them to try to fix the engine in VR, but what happens if they have to keep teleporting from engine to engine, from parts to parts? When they want to pick up the parts, they have to teleport. It's just stop the whole training, and then it takes time and effort. So now you can put 2 engines side by side and then allow your trainees to actually perform what they should in the exam. So in terms of education, what can the 10 meters times 10 meters of tracking area do for you? You don't no longer have to set up different base stations and then to focus into different areas. You can now have 4 base stations and you can fit up to like 50 or 60 students in the same room without setting the same thing over and over again. So that brings to why we think the Vive Pro is the most premium hardware in the VR industry. And then that also allows us to work with all this AAA content using the high definition, high PPI resolution, and allow them to show the best pictures. Most importantly, in the industry, with Autodesk, with Siemens, with all these different partners, Unity and Unreal, we are able to provide the best solution to our enterprise partners without them have to keep teleporting to a different location. So again, they still come back to us and telling us the wire is super annoying and straggling, and it's kind of dangerous when they're moving around in the area. So we found that 96% of the VR intenders, they expected to have wireless. And then they want the wireless to be made by HTC. So now we have announced the wireless adapter earlier this year, and today we will start taking order in Korea of our wireless adapter. And believe me, this is the first in the APAC area. Korean is the first one to get the device in APAC. So what does it do for you? Well, it provides a 60 gigahertz band to minimize the interference. We're using the WiGig technology from Intel, thanks to our Intel partners. And the range can go up to 6 meters from antenna, which I will show you how it works. It will support up to 3 players in the same area, and most importantly, it will work for both Vive and Vive Pro. So when you get a Vive wireless adapter, it will come in with the 4 different components, major components, which is the wireless adapter itself. You will get an antenna, an RF cable that connects to the antenna, and then you will have to install a PCIe card that comes in the box. And the battery will go more than 2 hours. After you install the PCIe card into your PC, so make sure it's a PC, you will have to download a software that will go along with the Steam VR, and it will trigger the Steam VR when you turn it on. And automatically it will streaming the message, the image to your Vive Pro or Vive. The distance between the antenna to the wireless adapter maximum is 6 meters. So if you ask me, how do you want to work in a 10 meters or even above 10 meters zone? The best way actually right now at this moment, you can actually get a HP backpack computer to go with it. So you can also try in the first floor. So here is some hardware and computer requirement for the wireless adapter. It still requires an Intel i5 or better AMD FX 8350 better performance CPU, and the GPU-wise 1060 or RX 480 will do it. You need minimum 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the operating system is the same with the Vive and Vive Pro, which is on Vive it's Windows 7 or Windows 10, and on the Vive Pro it's always Windows 10. So again, a little bit of advertisement. We're doing this only during the KVRF period. So if you are interested in getting one, you can do the pre-order now. And if you do it now, you can get 155K saved. So do it. It's up to this, I guess, this Sunday, and the offers stop. So that's all I want to deliver today. Thank you very much. And I open up for all different questions. Thank you.